as your realtor or your real estate agent. Now, this is the thing. Most realtors and real estate agents, whatever the case may be, y'all don't do no marketing. Let's just keep it a buck. Y'all wait for the leads to come to you. You wait for the referrals. You wait for the word of mouth. You wait for, buyers who have pre-approvers or sellers who have a house ready to go to just hand you over, an agreement or raise your hand and say, yes, I need to buy a house. You're like, okay, yeah, I can help you. I'm a realtor. I'm a real estate agent. I can help you buy a house. If that's you, if that's how you flow, if that's how you've been doing your business, you're losing so much money on the table. I'm gonna break down how you make more money and how you can do some marketing and how you can leverage wherever city you're in and become more known and have more deals coming your way. All right, so let's break it down. So let's just talk about what buyers need. What do buyers need to buy a house? Check this out, right? So what they're gonna need, they're gonna need to have a pre-approval, right? They're gonna need a pre-approval letter, right? They're gonna have to get with a mortgage lender, right? They're gonna have to have potentially their taxes for 2 years, right? They're gonna need a job showing income for 2 years, right? What else are they gonna need? Well, they're gonna need some sort of a budget, right? And that can also be with their down payment right here. And in some cases, they're gonna need some credit repair depending on their situation. They're gonna need some credit repair. All right, so look, I'm gonna give y'all the cheat code. If we all know that I'm a realtor, I'm a real estate agent, and I know that buyers need this stuff, why would I wait till they figure all this stuff on their own and they just come out of the blue and say, hey, yes, I need to buy a house. You're like, yeah, I'm a realtor, I can help you, right? Through word of mouth or referral, or if you just happen to just be in a spot and someone's like, yo, they want you overhear somebody's cousin say they want to buy a house. And now all of a sudden, you ready to help them, right? Why would you wait till they have all this done and they figured all this stuff on their own? Most buyers, because I used to be an agent for 8 years, they don't know this stuff. They have no idea what they need to buy a house. But not only can you help them and get this information faster, you can also make money and turn these potential prospects into a warm client by helping them get this information. So I'm gonna break it down. So if you guys are familiar with digital products, what I would do is I would put together my own, let's call it my own, buyer's guide, right? Or blueprint, cheat sheet, right? Mini course, whatever you want to call it, right? Mini course, whatever you want to call it. And then what I would do is, because we all know what the buyers need, what I would do is I would put this into, make it a digital product, right? And I would charge them, you could charge them anything, anywhere from let's say $27 to $97. And you're probably like, yo, Brendan, why would a buyer pay me this information when they could just go on Google or ChatGPT or YouTube and get this information themselves? Well, let me tell you why. Because they're not gonna do it. They don't know what they need to look for and they're not gonna do it. But if you package this up, all this information up right here, you package all this information up, right? And you promote that. Hey, listen, if you are looking to buy a house and you wanna know exactly what you need to do to be in position to get that house. Matter of fact, get your pre-approval done. If you need help with your credit, get your credit done. All the things that you need to know to be in buyer position, click the link below and download the buyer's kit for only $47. Whatever you want, literally whatever you want to charge, like $27 to $47, right? Look what happens. They buy this, right? Let's say you have the lender you work with, boom. So that lender's gonna get them pre-approved, right? You have the tax professional you work with. So that tax professional is gonna make sure that stuff's straight. You have maybe a budget consultant that you work with. So you're gonna make sure that they're good. You're gonna have your credit repair person that you work with. Or maybe it's your team. They're gonna make sure they're good. So not only are they gonna come in there and get the information that they need, but you're gonna help them and make sure they get across the line because now you're providing more value and more information and more support. And you're part of every step of the process because your people that you put in place, they're gonna navigate them to the finish line and they're definitely gonna be what I like to call buyer ready. So that's worth you paying $47. That's worth you paying $97 to get in buyer position, become buyer ready, utilizing the roadmap that you put in place because you know exactly what buyers need to be in buyer position. Once they're buyer ready right here, guess what? You just had a client that paid you to get in position, so you made money on the front end from a digital product that's helping them and providing value for them, they go through the entire process that you designed, and now they become a warm client and they already have the know, like, trust because you're the one that put them in position. I hope y'all paying attention. Now check this out. So let's say that digital product you sell for $97. The reason why I say $97 is because you can actually provide a little bit more value by adding some videos to the situation. So if you just give them a straight digital product with information, 27, 37, 47, no problem. If you then add in videos, you're actually breaking down every step and you're navigating them through videos every single step of the way. That's a lot of value. That's $97. That's an easy no-brainer to me. I'm paying that if I want to buy a home and I want to work with someone that's going to put me in position, that's going to give me everything, hold nothing back. And all I got to do is watch these videos and get the information. And then in 2, 3, 4 months, I'll be ready to go. That's a no-brainer. So now you promote this. You promote your digital product. Now you want to get in front of people. Now this is the thing. I was a realtor for 8 years. I was a realtor in Massachusetts and I was a realtor in California. So what I know is that most realtors do not market at all, right? They don't make content, right? They don't go on pods, right? They don't promote. They don't do ads. They don't have digital products, right? They rely on word of mouth and referrals. But if you made content on social media and YouTube, if you started promoting, right? If you went on podcasts, which is what I teach, like I'm literally gonna tell you how you can now take a digital product and go on podcasts. But if you now go on podcasts, you take a little bit of money, you can run some ads, and you take this digital product, you educate them, and then you put that digital product out there, you'll make so much money on the front end and have such a warmer and hotter client on the back end that you're gonna then take cross the finish line and help them buy a house. This is how all y'all should be doing it. Now, let me break this down. Real quick. So let's say you go on a podcast. We can even do it through content. So let's say you went on a podcast, right? Here's your podcast right here. You're on a podcast. You're gonna go on a podcast. You're gonna share your story, how people can buy, what they need to be avoiding. What are the things that's working in 2025? What's no longer working in 2025? Like, what's the current rates? Like, how you're literally gonna break down everything that's applicable to how someone could be buying a house or selling a house in 2025. You're gonna do that and you're gonna go on podcasts. Now, when you go on these podcasts, you can say, hey, wait, listen. If you want exactly what you need to do to become buyer ready, I put together A to Z, blueprint, checklist, mini course, whatever you want to call it, cheat sheet, right? Go to xyz.com, right? Or you can say, head over to buysmarter.com, whatever your brand is going to be. Buyyourfirsthome.com, whatever it's going to be, right? Or you can be like, text buy now to 55555, right? Or whatever it is, or text ready, whatever it is, right? That podcast is going to turn into a lead generation, a lead gen funnel. It's going to turn into a lead gen funnel. So you have your podcast right here, right? You have your pod, right? You have your digital product right here. Boom. They're going to go from the podcast to the digital product. You can get the sale right there. You'll get more money on the front end than you ever had and you didn't have this at all. Now I put you in position to take your intellectual property, all the information that you currently have that you know that buyers need to get in buyers' position, that you can really help them, right? Go on as many podcasts as possible and tell stories of why buying a house makes sense, why they need to avoid PMI, why PMI might be helpful, what rates they should be getting, how they can maybe collaborate with a family member to buy a house. You break down the sauce all day long. You give them the game, you give them the information. You go on these podcasts, and then at the end, you give your offer, right? And that offer could be literally to buy the roadmap that you put together for the price. And as they go through that roadmap, you know that every single person that goes through all them steps are actually going to be a lead for you. And all you did was you went on these podcasts and you started talking about who you are, what you do, how you help people, and how you can literally take somebody that wants to buy a house to put them in buyer position. That's exactly what I would do. And now what you end up doing as a result is the podcast creates clips. Let's say you're getting 8 to 10 clips, social media clips, vertical videos. Let's say you're getting 8 to 10 for every podcast. Now you have content for social that you can put out there every single day and have call to actions on those posts that can then sell more of these or start more conversations and get you more engagement. So listen, if you're a realtor out there right now and you want to learn how you can leverage podcasting and get in front of more people, put your own digital product together and get more sales, generate more business, I'll put a link down there below. Click that link, book a call. My team and I can help you grow your real estate business by leveraging podcasts, right? So listen, share this video out with a couple of people. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. This is all we do. We teach people how to leverage podcasting, entrepreneurship, and marketing to get you to your goals faster. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, y'all, look, I had to interrupt the podcast episode to break down this exciting community that you need to join. Why? Because you're a podcast, you haven't figured out how to monetize. Maybe you're someone that used to be like me, where I didn't really have anyone that can hold me accountable, nor did I have a group that I felt comfortable about, you know what, this is my tribe, I can grow. Well, listen, we put that together. The Action Takers community, I'm teaching you guys monetization secrets, accountability, discipline, how you get better with content. And this is just a group that you want to grow with.